WVSU Sociological News, reporting on issues that affect you.
Good evening and welcome to WVSU Sociological News. I'm Anchorman Jerry Register. With the economy struggling in recent years, we all know that jobs have been scarce. But what you may not have thought about is a certain segment of the population for whom jobs are even more difficult to find. Here with a story on this is our field reporter, Noelle Andrews.
From WVSU's News, my name is Noelle Andrews and I'm coming to you live from VSU's Front Line. In 2010, there were almost 2,300 probationers in Lowndes County. Of these probationers, 25% were unemployed. In 2009, just in Lowndes County, the unemployment rate was at 8.1%. Now here's our field correspondent, Greg Swartz. Can you hear me, Greg?
Yes, Noelle, I can hear you. I'm fresh out of an interview with Dr. Fred Knowles, criminal justice professor at Valdosta State University. He says my experience indicates that there is a stigma that many employers will not hire convicted felons. Unemployment may constitute a technical violation of parole and probation orders and result in re-imprisonment, even without additional criminal acts.
We found 2 local residents willing to speak with us about their experiences with probation.
As far as jobs are concerned, have you experienced rejection because of your previous troubles with the law?
Oh yes, all the time.
So is it hard for you to find sustainable work?
Most certainly. I've been looking now, going on 2 years.
Are you having any problems paying your probation fines?
Yeah, it's very hard to pay the probation, especially trying to do something legal and pay it.
I called Richard Ramsey, manager of the Lowndes County Department of Labor. I wanted to know if they had a more difficult time finding jobs for probationers than for the general population. He was willing to talk to me until I mentioned videotaping the interview. He told me that it just depends on the employer, but I got the feeling that he was trying to tap dance around the issue.
Hi, I'm Greg Soares with WVSU News, reporting to you live from the Lowndes County Public Library. And today I will be interviewing Kimberly. So are you currently employed?
I am.
Okay. And have you ever been on probation?
I have, twice.
Okay. And how did that affect you as far as jobs are concerned?
It was really hard to find a job just about anywhere except waiting tables.
Okay. So as far as probation fees or anything, did you have any problem paying those fees?
Well, I was really lucky. I had a mother and a stepfather who supported me.
If you didn't have the support of your family, how would that have affected you?
Probably would not have been able to pay my probation fees. I probably would have been right back in jail for violating probation.
How do you think that jail time would have affected you?
It's mandatory to wait for revocation, which is where a judge decides if he's going to revoke your probation. That period of time can last anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 months. First off, I would lose my job. If I had went to another job interview after I'd gotten out, that would have been brought up.
What would you do if you had to pay probation fees to stay out of jail, but you could not get a job?
To get an employer's perspective on this issue, we sent field reporter Sarah Tarani to downtown Valdosta. Sarah?
Reporting live from Lowndes County Judicial Complex, I'm Sarah Tarani with WVSU News, and this is Scott, a local manager of a national wholesale distribution company. Scott, what kind of things qualify an employer at your job? What do you look for?
Look for relevant experience, dependability, applicable skills, that kind of thing.
So, somebody who has been convicted of a felony, do you think that you would hire them if they did have that skill set, but they've just got this criminal background? What are you?
Every individual goes through a background check, and so it'd be case by case specific, depending upon the charge, depending upon how the time frame since the charge, whether it's been disposed of in court, what have you. But we do a case by case assessment, pulling the background information. If we found that a person's criminal activity had some direct bearing on the type of work we would be doing, that certainly would exclude them from consideration.
So having a convicted felony background wouldn't necessarily automatically exclude them?
Not automatically. If there were specific skill sets and there were situations where we saw that individual's background wouldn't conflict with the work, then probably there could be some consideration. On the whole, though, for the most part, if a person has a criminal background, that would typically exclude.
Thanks, Scott.
The stigma on probationers is a cost to society. The most expensive outcome in the criminal justice system is incarceration. The stigma on probationers makes it more difficult for them to find jobs, which makes them more likely to be reincarcerated, even if they have not committed any new crimes. Faced with this reality, some will turn back to their criminal ways, ironically in an effort to stay out of jail. So in actuality, removing the stigma associated with probation and allowing people to get jobs that will make them productive again would work to reduce crime and make society safer.